What's up, Eric? I've already started it, dude. I'm in hell difficulty. it didn't take. It doesn't take long. Like I finished hell at level 57, which is usually pretty good for me. Usually 60 is the number, but we've been getting it. Once I hit 60, I got an Atmos for Fizz immunes, and I pick up a better weapon. It's 59, so. Hey, Fuzzy. What's up, man? Yeah, I'm already in hell difficulty. Mainly, I want to get to 60. Once I get to 60, I think I'll just blast right through hell difficulty. What's kind of cool, though, I never mess with it. Like, IK set, just the easy pieces. Like, I'm wearing belt, boots, gloves, and helmet. I got one weapon upgrade coming up at 59, so next level. 60 is Atmos Scarab, which is the amp proc, so then physical immunes are no problem. It's because, like, you get IAS on the gloves with the set bonus and lifesteal, and you get, like, Magic Find and the +2 combat on the boots. Like, this one doesn't have it. This is just, like, defensive. But, like, the 4-piece is, and it's AR for the total set bonus. So, I mean, it's not a bad playthrough set. It actually works pretty good. Hey, Joe, what's up, buddy? So, I get that, I have that rare weapon that I found the other day, the Ghost Glaive, and I get that at 59, and it's like, it's huge. Once I equip that, then I'm going to dump my stat points a little more. Like, I'm not even messing with a Merc, because I got life and mana steal, so it's like, all I do is spend time rezzing my Mercs. I keep forgetting the buff. And I'm only doing player 1. I'm not like trying to up it for more XP. These weapons I got, I'm using Scalper and Deathbit, and I've out leveled them, so their damage is not great. Yeah, Marcus, I don't have great Merc gear, to be honest. Wow, this is just a bad combo with junk. I gotta get this guy killed right here. There we go. They always shift just enough to, for you to miss them. But like the playthrough has been pretty straightforward and easy. That's nice. Like I've maxed my throw and mastery. I need damage here, but I want to start leveling these up now. So I need to level up there and get my health up. Let's see, like the weapons here, they're low. They're fine. I just put this on, but I was using double death bits for playthrough on Nightmare, which was fine. But yeah, now it's gonna be a little rougher. I need that high damage weapon now. I could up one of them, because like I said, I got one weapon that that's gonna take my main hand. I could up the scalper maybe on for offhand. That's not a bad idea actually. I can see what it, because I should have the stuff to up them. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's actually a good call. We could up one of them. Because, well, it's Nightmare 2 Elite. I want to say it's like a Lemrune or something. I believe that's for armor. I don't know if it's different for weapons. Seemed like to up it... Whenever I upped armor, it was a Lemrune. We're in hell now, so I want the waypoints. I need a key.
It's locked.
What level am I at? 58. I need 2 to probably steamroll this. I don't care about Horkin either, so I'm rocking a Raven now. Even if I get Shatter procs, not that big a deal. I miss my barbs though. It's been a fun playthrough. Nice. got that. I'll probably level in the tunnel. I'll show you all the weapon that I got coming up. It dropped on stream. It was like crazy EDIS glaive. So it's going to be like triple the damage. And with Mastery maxed, I haven't had to repair these. Well, they do have replenished quantity on them too, so. But like the max quantity on the glaive is like 120, so it'll still be like a long time between repairs. Might as well grab that while I'm killing stuff. Fuzzy, I checked with the wife we were talking about the other day. We don't have the one she had that when she got a new phone, her old one was like busted. So her upgrade was like she had to just get a new phone because the other one was just not working. So I don't have a spare phone. But I'm going to check with my kids to see if they got something. Like, I'm not one of those guys that gets a new phone. You know, there's people that, like, get new phones every year. I'm not one of them. My wife kind of is, but I won't let her. So, oh, you got one? Awesome. But she'd probably get a new one every year. But man, it's hard to justify something like that. That's good that you got one, though. Alright, we're going to replace this weapon as soon as I kill the rest of these. Alright. Let's go replace the weapon. I will have to dump a bunch of points into Dex. This is the weapon, so I'm level enough for it, but like its top end damage, throw damage is 381. I'm using 96. Yeah, Jeb, that's me, dude. Like, I don't need anything else on my phone. I have my Pandora when I'm in the car. I have, well, for off my phone. I text some, I call less. Like this phone here that I use, dude, I don't even know what model this is. I've had this for years and it still works, so I still use it. Alright, so we want to go 137 Dex. So not even that far off. Oops, I went too far. Damn it. So we do that. Let's see what the up recipe is. Maybe we'll up the scalper. And I probably could finish hell difficulty with it. Let's see. Rune word, item upgrades. Normal, exceptional weapon, elite. Alright. Lum, pull, emerald. That's not bad. Hey, Can. What's up, buddy? See, I don't even take pictures though. So, yeah, my wife takes all. She's nonstop with the pictures. I don't take pictures. So, all right, we'll up this. Let's see what. Watch the stats be too much. Slim pull. Oh, and I got a off Nightmare Forge, which was cool. Pull. Wait. What'd I say? Pull emerald. Pull emerald. $192. Oh, the required level's too high. Crap. I might have to use this stupid death bit. Alright, we need to get to 64. Alright, that's fine. Nah, you're good. I didn't know. I knew stats. I wasn't sure what the level would bump. But it's fine. I mean, I'm willing to bet I'll still steamroll with, what about the... I probably shouldn't in case it pushes it out of, level. That's fine. I have a feeling this is going to be, wow. Or it's going to wreck stuff right here. Fuzzy, man, that's just awesome. When you have people in your life like that, yeah, I mean, that's just cool. The new company called Nothing Phone. that's kind of funny. Oh man. Alright, so let's chunk this big giant javelin for a while. Let's see how it hits. Alright, so 60 I get Atmos, and then 64 will upgrade the offhand. Guess we could do that. I got a lot of leaf in this, not leaf, a lot of leech in this setup right now too. So like mana and regen, it just comes back so quick. Yeah, that's so much faster. Damn! Fuzzy, that's cool, man. He gifted you a 3070? That's sick. That plays anything out there. A 3070? Like, there's 4000 series out there, but, like, I'm rocking a 3060. And it plays every game on high quality. I don't have graphics issues on my card. Like I said, it's a 3060 Ti. But, yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, I'm already, yeah, you're right. It is hitting way harder. This will carry me through hell difficulty pretty easy, I think. You know, thinking about my Grail though, I haven't actually gotten the I haven't gotten the the high level throwing weapons. I haven't picked up the Lacerator or what's the other one? It's Lacerator plus whatever. Eric knows, he just got one. Yeah, I can get, here's what I'm thinking. Like I looked a minute ago, and I do have a Reaper's Toll, so I'm thinking Might Merc Reaper's Toll, but that's at 60, it was either 64 or 67 for him to equip the Reaper, so I'm not even going to bother with a Merc until I get to that. I don't even know what that was. I have no clue what that was for. Oh, it reduced it? Hold on. Now I gotta look. It went back. I think it was something to do with upping that that scalper. No, I probably, like, eventually I'll start horking, right? So I'll probably just use the Might Merc, because the slow is nice, but I don't want to get the freeze proc and shatter bodies. Hey Liam, what's up, man? War Strikes, yeah, that's the other one. I hadn't gotten that one either. That is out. Safety portal. This friend of yours, Fuzzy, was that somebody you grew up with, or somebody near you? Well, I'm assuming not, since you said they shipped you the phone. Not prying into your personal business, but just curious how you knew this person. Actually, you know, I could probably dump more into health now. Let's, I'm still rocking 80 vitality in hell. Stop. Let me... I'll keep 25 in just case I need to bump stats. I don't think I will, but... No, I'm still playing Reset. I mean, the reset's not till Friday, though, so I'm going to work on my Grail till Friday. No, the plan, Tommy, I'm playing a Blaze Sork. It's like a whatever for the group run. It's whatever class you want to run. We're not doing anything like meme or anything. Tulsa. Wow. That's crazy. Got hit by a tornado. See, there's that Fizz immune. I have started seeing the Fizz immunes rolling in, like right out of the gate in hell. There's so many mobs here. I get this level around this pack. I can't ignore this many mobs. I gotta kill them. Was he living there in Moorhead? Oh, okay. You said hit by a hurricane. Yeah, I hear you, man. Man, I don't know if I could go from living by the ocean for a while and move into like landlocked Tulsa. Because you've been in Moorhead for a while, right? Could you imagine going back to where you're not near the ocean? Okay, now we can move on. Well, maybe not. I mean, I feel landlocked in Raleigh, and it only takes me 2 hours to get to the ocean. Nah, I get that. Like, it was actually, tourists were actually worse than Wilmington. Well, now, Moorhead's probably about the same, I'd imagine. Like Emerald Isle, Surf City, all that stuff in that area. Probably get a lot of tourism. Maybe it's just the whole idea of being able to... I do fish a lot when I can. Like, when I was living next to the ocean, I'd have probably... you'd have probably seen me, like, on a pier or somewhere. I'd have been fishing still. Alright, now we'll just go and find a tree. I do forget to put my point into Frenzy. I need to dump a point there. There we go.
This tree is one of a kind.
Dude, I can't keep track. I can't keep track of the hurricanes, dude. 5 years ago, I have no idea. Oh, really? That's actually kind of crazy, Liam. I can see it. That is kind of crazy, though. I mean, that's just how places are, man. I mean, certain countries can pry a little more than others. Put it that way. Well, it was
The land
meth.
here
Is that what they
dead
make with
and
the cold medicine and
lifeless.
stuff? I know people just sometimes just straight up drink it and stuff to get high, but I feel like it's ingredient in meth or something, isn't it?
Deckard Cain, you've got to get out of here.
Wouldn't mind having some knockback on this build. You can make like knockback boots or something, right? Gloves, maybe? Knockback gloves, that's what it is. Lean. What is lean? Is that where they drink it? They mix it with something and drink it? Isn't that what lean is? I don't know how I know all this stuff.
Yes.
You have.
You know, I never noticed that Okinawa is probably different from mainland. Like, I feel like my cousin probably smoked a little weed. He never came out with it, but I feel like he probably smokes a little weed, but it's not like prevalent and out there. You wouldn't notice it for sure. And I feel like well, I don't know. You could probably grow weed on Okinawa pretty easy. Oh yeah, no, yeah, I'm not saying in a legal sense, but I'm sure it's still around. I'm sure they can put their hands on it easy enough. Oh wait, it's up. Alright, find the waypoint for this one. There we go. Alright, this will get me Atmos, and I could deal with fizz immunes. Alright, I'm gonna break up. It's gonna break up my Angelics though. We'll play it by ear. Let's take a look. Alright, so, well, we get a 20% bonus AR with Atmos. So that's not bad. The Amp proc is the biggest one, so let's see. Right now, look at my throw damage is pretty decent. Double throw AR is 12,755, which is high. So if I switch this though, what are we getting down to? Oh wait, we lose some dex. Wait, is there a dex set bonus? 10 dex. Okay. Oh, I put way too much. So that bumps us. We're still at 10,000. That's not bad. Hey, Roberto. What harder stuff are you talking about? You talking about like the meth and all that stuff? So if I'm gonna do, so I don't get an AR bonus now with that, so it's probably better. I can even put a Nagel on and have some more AR. That's kind of a nice ring though. We'll rock that. 102 AR. Yeah, that's the higher one. We'll do that. I'm not worried about Magic Find right now. Well, I mean, it's the fentanyl's a problem now. That's the biggest piece of it. My wife's been going all crazy. Y'all seen where they arrested like the group of people around Matthew Perry? That's actually some pretty crazy stuff.
I need a key.
We're just gonna run now. Find a waypoint. We're just gonna run. Well, they don't even make it here. Fentanyl just comes from overseas. I think most of it's made in China. It just gets brought across the border through the cartels. But then they mix it with everything. That's I think the biggest issue with it. Yeah, I mean, I think they even like they've had issues where they're just like lacing weed with it, which is just crazy. There we go. All right, now we go. Oh my God, that's a lot of stuff. We'll have to kill all that. Oh, we got both of them. Oh no, there was 3. There we go. Like my son talks about it all the time because he's a paramedic. Dude, the number of like overdose calls they get as paramedics is wild. It's like most of their calls. Well, I've heard like both directions on where they legalize everything. Is it like Portugal that legalized everything, and they've actually had some issues or something? I don't remember how the story was spun. Liam, it sounds conspiracy theory, but I feel like a lot of that kind of stuff is government backed. Just because not a war of attrition, but almost like a Cold War type of thing where, you know, you weaken your enemies in different ways, and like the drug epidemic is one of them. I mean, because what's the numbers? It's like 100,000 plus a year dying from fentanyl OD. I mean, it sounds a little conspiracy theory, but I don't know that it truly is that conspiracy theory to think that the Chinese government's kind of behind some of that stuff. I don't think that's too wild of a leap. Eric, you talking about from a treatment standpoint? That's cool, Roberto. Yeah, well, the only reason I was telling you about it is because you thought you might want to see it. But I'm probably, I don't think I'm gonna try. Well, no, I knew to farm an SOJ just to get it back on the apps grail list. So I probably do need to actually farm it up a little bit. I'll do that off stream though. Farming Nightmare Andy is kind of boring. Well, what do you think, Liam? Do you think that's too big of a stretch? I don't think it's that big of a stretch, to be honest, man. Well, that's what, you know, I mean, that's how it feels to me, man, right? I mean, because, yeah, I mean, like all that fentanyl, it's not sold legally. It comes through the cartels. So it has to get from China to the cartel. And I don't see how you could ship that much fentanyl out of the country illegally, right? That seems wild to me that could just illegally happen. Because it's so much of it. But I mean, a lot of people say, conspiracy theory. I don't necessarily believe that. One thing about the throw barb, maggot layer is actually not an issue. Well, I mean, they say that a lot of the homeless population just prefer to be that way. And I'm not saying all of them by any means, but I think there's a pretty big link between the giant surge in homeless population over the years and like shutting down a lot of the mental institutions. A lot of that stuff is tied together. I mean, if you look at, if you've run into any of the homeless population at any given time, whether they're begging for money or any of that stuff, they're not there mentally. And like a lot of times they can't be forced into any sort of situation where they can be treated. They have to voluntarily do it. Really, Blue? I don't know that I'd have to see that. I can't believe that 99% comes from citizens. Like, you talking about like through legitimate prescriptions or prescription farms where they like get it through the doctors? Because, I mean, we're always hearing about how much comes across the border. Of course, yeah, I get the point that it could be just a bunch of political stuff, but I don't know, man. You know, I think I need to dump the next point into frenzies just to get that speed boost. Did it really, Stacks? Dude, I have noticed my subs going down randomly, and I wondered where it's that kind of stuff. Buying what through the mail? Y'all talking about fentanyl? It could be, Stacks. Could be, man. Well, let's get into that, Blue. Let's talk about it. What kind of policy are you talking about? I'm like genuinely curious. Let's get into it.
No one should ever be caged.
I feel like we have pretty reasonably intelligent conversations around
It's
here.
locked.
All right, this is where the amp proc comes in handy. There we go. What's the MY? New York City Housing Authority? Okay. Nah, Stacks. You
locked.
right in there with us, man. You right in there with us. Don't sell yourself short. Now, is it just a bureaucracy issue where they just don't process, or I'm assuming it's probably more of a space issue where they don't have the resources to like house people? Gotcha. I don't. Is that necessarily a policy issue though, or is it just like a one-off where the policy issue, like regarding regulations to build housing, maybe, and that in and of itself causes a shortage type of thing? All right, we're just going to ignore these ghosts. So it's not a shortage. So that kind of tells me that it's maybe a bureaucracy problem where they just don't process, or just too many hurdles in place and the processing is just really slow. Because I can definitely see that. I've dealt with bureaucracy, and let me tell you, most of them are horribly slow. Well, it's like most issues, right? There's like a lot of nuance and complexity to everything, but there's some overarching themes that tend to be across the board. Government is just notoriously bad at running stuff and horribly slow at running stuff. It's just always going to be the case. And I don't know how you get around that. Because most people working them jobs, most don't give a crap. They don't. And I mean, it's not necessarily always just a people problem. It's like the work sucks, the hours suck, the pay sucks. So I mean, people don't give a crap. That's 100% the truth, Eric. I think I've told this story before. When I was working in Georgia, I was working for an electrical supply company, and I was trying to get a government contract, military. Fort Stewart was right there where I was working, and I bid on a project, and I thought, and here's way I always thought. Like in private business, when you bid on a project, there's some nuance to it, but for the most part, unless you're like ridiculously low and seems weird that you might have screwed up, the lowest price got the job. Not in the government. I bid on something, and I'd been talking to the guy that was handling the project for a pretty good bit, and we'd gotten to know each other a little bit, and so he called me back and told me I was too low. And at first I thought I'd screwed up and left something out, and I went back through and I was like, I think the price is good. I got everything included. I think I got everything covered. Is there much of a difference? He's like, no, I want to use you for the project, but I have a yearly annual budget and I have to spend it. So, as what we had budgeted for this project needs to be in this price range. and he told me to raise my price because he wanted to give me the job. He told me to raise my price so that it falls within their budgeted amount, and then he would give me the project, and it was considerably more money than what I had bid. So, well, and this is federal. You got to think about this. This is federal, and this is part of the military allocation, the part of the budget for military spending. So, yeah, it does depend, Liam, but there are a lot of instances where, yeah, there's nuances to it, but that's kind of my point. Like, it was like Eric said, a use it or lose it type situation, and they don't ever want their budgets reduced. They want to keep increasing their budgets. So he told me to raise the price. Well, see, here's the thing, Liam. I have noticed when I bid on state level projects like schools and stuff like that, it was the lowest price. But at the federal level, and in this particular instance, it was not that. It was they're trying to spend their quota, so he asked me to change his price. So yeah, I've seen both instances of it, but I think at the federal level, it's way worse. Yeah, no, Liam, I've ran into that as well, right? That's what I was saying. Like, you know, when the price seems way too low, there's usually some questions asked. Because, you know, if you get a bid and there's like 4 people bidding on it, and like everybody's kind of clumped together and there's this one price that's like way down, usually you kind of go back to that person just to make sure they got all their bases covered. Because the last thing you want is an issue with the projects in full swing because you took that super low price, and then they find out that they didn't include everything. I mean, I've worked on some projects that happen that way, and it's a bad situation. Nice. All right. Let's spend. We're going to keep dumping battle orders for now. Hold on, I think I missed something Blue said. It's kind of crazy, but I mean, I don't know the details of it. I do know, like, with the homeless stuff, there are places that have done it right. I think it's like, maybe even like, it's somewhere in Texas, like Houston. I don't know if you know anything about it, Eric, It's like Houston or maybe Dallas Fort Worth. There's a town or a city in Texas where they like almost like completely reduced their homeless population. I don't know how they did it. I don't know the details of it. I do know it came up in a conversation. And I don't know what policies they instituted, but they actually like put a huge dent in their homeless issue. I don't know that I necessarily agree with that, Smoking. I mean, in a lot of cases, probably, but I mean, there's just times of circumstance. Like, I consider myself fortunate. I've always had great family structure around me, but I feel like you're just one step away from it if you don't have that kind of structure. Something to fall back on. Because I mean, I remember times when I don't know that I'd necessarily been homeless, but we were in pretty bad monetary situations because of job stuff, whatever. And I actually was able to borrow money from my parents to get us by. But I don't know how that situation would have worked if we didn't have that. Yeah, well, yeah, burning bridges, yeah, that would be on that person. But, like, I mean, sometimes you just don't have that, right? Which sucks. I couldn't even imagine not having family, right? But there are people that just grow up in those types of situations. And when you're in that kind of a position, dude, yeah, I mean, you could be just one step away from homelessness. Because if I feel like if I hadn't had like that family structure around me, it could have probably happened. I mean, there was some dicey times where we were just flat broke, but I was able to, my wife hit her parents up for a little bit of money, or I hit mine up. I mean, and we were able to get by those situations, right? But if they weren't there, I don't know, man. It could have easily gone sideways. Eric, I want to say it was Houston that I heard about their whatever they did to deal with the homeless situation, and I know it was in Texas, but I feel like it was Houston, and they like overall like a I'm sure it wasn't just one policy decision, but like multiple things that they did that really straightened it out. Yeah, Liam, that's 100% for sure. I mean, there are like the exceptions to that, but yeah, I would tend to agree with that because like, our parents never hesitated. Her parents never hesitated if we needed help. But and we'll do that for our son and his family, right? without question. If they ran into issues and they needed money or they needed to move in, no questions, right? And I think that tends, I'm sure he'll be the same way with his kids, and it keeps, like you're saying, just keeps perpetuating. And I'm sure that there are other situations where it's literally the opposite. I mean, ever since my dad passed, and we've been dealing with, his estate and handling all that, and like working with my sisters on it and making sure everybody got, the same split and all that kind of stuff. I've heard some horror stories about other people that have handled that kind of stuff, and it just like blows my mind, because I mean, we don't even think about, trying to cheat family members out of, what would be fair. But like even like my dad and his family, though,
So cold.
it's
and
like there
damp
was all
under
kind
the
of
earth.
squabbling and complaining and everything else. No, I get that, smoking. I think that's a whole separate thing, though. Like, yeah, if you don't have money, you work where you need to work to get that money.
I need mana.
I don't know in that situation that's the case with like homelessness. Yeah, it could be a spouse thing too, because that's outside of the family technically. That's kind of wild, Eric. But I mean, she obviously knew, which is just crazy. I just don't get it. Like, we're working on selling my dad's house, and I've done like 90% of the work to get it ready and put on the market and everything else. But I mean, it doesn't even cross my mind that my sister don't get their equal percentage of that, even though I've done all the work on it. I'm dawdling. I need to blast through the rest of this and get to the next act. Maybe it is Dallas Fort Worth blue. I know it was in Texas. I had it in my head that it was Houston, but I could be wrong. I'm not tied to that being the case. I knew it wasn't like San Antonio, El Paso, none of that. I knew it was like one of the bigger. I knew it wasn't Austin. So that leaves us with Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth. Yeah, I might look at it later. I've heard about it, and they seemed like they did a pretty good job with the issue itself. Compared to other places. California. I mean, California's having a time. And I want to say they just recently had like I don't know how many $100 billion shortfall in their budget. It's like crazy numbers. Oh, I forgot to dump that point in Frenzy. I can do that on this next one. See you, Blue. Have a good one, buddy.
I can't carry anymore.
No thanks. No thanks. Oh, can't go through. So we've tackled the war on drugs and homelessness. What's next? We're hitting all the big ones today. I feel like I just can't leave these boss packs alone. Gotta kill them. Well, most of them. Bobby Kotick. He's not one of the world's problems now. He's gone. We don't have to talk about him anymore. Gambling? I kind of like that one. But here's the thing: is it really a problem? I don't have a problem with gambling.
It's locked.
I enjoy gambling. I don't know. I don't have an issue with it. Where you stand on that one, Smoking? For or against? Like, I love going to Vegas. I've said that a million times. So, yeah. You're going to get a pro-gambling argument from me. I mean, we could take a different swing at it, like, why do only the Indian reservations get to set up casinos? Yeah, well, we have Cherokee, like the Indian reservation in the mountains. They have they got like a Harris, so they actually contracted it out. But I always thought that was kind of a weird approach. I mean, I get it; they're trying to give the ability for the reservations to actually create some sort of industry. Because, well, that seems, I don't know, that still seems a little weird to me. I get the point of doing it, and I guess to block other people from cutting in on their business, they don't allow anybody else to do it. But then you look at Vegas or Nevada, in the whole state you can gamble, so that kind of shoots that argument out of the water. Yeah, that smoking. There's a lot of weird stuff when it comes to that. Like, yeah, like sports betting just became legal in North Carolina. They just started allowing it this year, I want to say. And I'm sure there was lobbying and stuff going on before it became law, but I never paid attention to it. I'm not a sports bettor. I honestly don't even like betting on sports. Because I can't affect the outcome. That's why I like playing card games. Like, I feel like I have at least a little, even blackjack, you have a little bit of effect on the outcome of the hand.
It's locked.
Where sports betting, you just, I guess you could do some research and kind of guess and know the teams and all that kind of stuff, but in the end, you're just watching. I've never been a big fan of that. I know, Eric. It's so weird how they split the hair on that. So, because yeah, like the lottery here is legal. And they call it the educational lottery, but none of the money goes into the education budget. It all goes into the general funds, which is just, it's so wild, man. I don't think I'd make a good politician because that stuff just pisses me off.
I need a key.
How am I the one spot? The last room I looked. Do they still do dog racing? I didn't even know that was still a thing. Alright, what level? Wow, it's 2. Alright, so now I can go, we'll go one into Frenzy, and we'll put that here. Now we get a little burst of speed. That's what I wonder too, Liam, how much they actually benefit from that. Because like I said, the one in Cherokee is actually a Harrah's. And so I'm sure the, like, whatever reservation gets a cut, but Harrah's going to make most of that money. That speed, though. Come on, amp. Need amp prop. There it goes. What am I stuck on? I couldn't move. How are there more? I don't need to kill this, but I feel like I need to. Or I have to now. I just can't let it go. There we go. Got it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Eric. They probably get him a cut of, like, net or something. Or even revenue, but I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it'd be a drop in the bucket from what they actually make. I don't doubt it, Eric, man. There's so many games played. With just everything. Alright, speed it up. Killing her pretty quick. Actually, with that amp on her, yeah, she's done though.
Let the gate be opened.
Nice. That was actually a fast kill. Yeah, because man, Harrah's makes so much money. I forget how, because they own a bunch of the named, like the named casinos that you hear about in Vegas. Harrah's actually the owner of a lot of them. I think there's one actually called Harrah's, but I feel like they own like a couple of other ones, like not necessarily Caesars, but it's like maybe New York or something like that. I feel like they own a lot of those. Nice, Roberto. Alright.
Your presence honors me.
See if we can speed run. I'm gonna try and just run.
Greetings. Greetings.
See how far we could. I'm gonna get the book though. I do need to get the book. Belongs to MGM. That kind of actually makes sense when you say that because it has that crosswalk that connects them. Do you happen to know, Roberto, if Harrah's owns like some of the other bigger names in Vegas? Roberto lives in Vegas. He worked for. Where'd you work, Roberto? Caesars? No bullshit though, Caesars was my favorite one. If I go to Vegas, that's where I'm going to stay. I love Caesars. I haven't been in a while. I need to make a trip to Vegas. Oh, and maybe it's the other way. I was trying to remember the name of that place my wife and I stayed at the first time. We made us a budget trip the first time we went to Vegas, and we stayed. It's been torn down since. It was on the Strip, but it was like at the far end across from Wynn. Oh, it was not a great place. I mean, we had a good time, but it was not. It was one of the older casinos, and it's been torn down a while back. But that was like our first trip. Wish I could remember the name of it. You've been there for a long time, Roberto. You know which one I'm talking about? It was on the opposite side of the Wynn. No, it wasn't Tropicana. Hey, what's up, Rofo? What's going on, buddy? Because the Wynn was brand new at the time when we first went. And on the opposite side of the Strip was this little place. It was a smaller casino. We didn't know anything about Vegas. Because we thought we were going to walk to Caesars from this place. And, like, there was a couple casinos in between and, like, Treasure Island. We got to Caesars. But let me tell you something. Looking down the Strip, when things look pretty close, they are not. They are not close at all. Frontier, I was about to say, did that have a country western kind of theme to it? Because it had a country bar in it with like the bull and everything. So that might actually be the place. Why is that taking so long to die? Click it. Ooh, we can stretch one off. Silver Slipper? No. I gotta look it up now. Las Vegas torn down casinos. Stardust, maybe? I was trying to remember when we made that first trip to get an idea when it might have been torn down. Another boss. I'd have to look at a map. I feel like maybe it was the frontier. That sounds familiar. Hold on. I'm gonna text the wife. I'm gonna ask her if she remembers the name of it. Hold on. Let me ask her. She's downstairs somewhere. Alright. Do y'all ever text your spouse while you're in the house with them? We do it all the time. Alright. I feel like it's going to be the frontier. That name sounds familiar. we do it all the time. It's funny, if we're like playing games together, we'll get on Discord and just talk, because we have separate offices, so. We actually shared the one I'm in now. We used to share this one because it's a pretty big room. But when COVID hit, we found out that we kind of got on each other's nerves being in the same room. And so she took one of the spare bedrooms and made it her office. Yeah, it is the frontier. Yeah, you were right, Roberto. It was frontier. Rofo, you still there, man? How's the 1.0 7 days been going for you? Yeah, Eric. Dude, we've been married 35 years, man. So yeah, we OG is how I'd describe it. Rofo, I haven't played it at all. Base game is just too vanilla for me now. After spending all the time playing the mods, I can't go back to it. Yeah, Rofo, that's what I'm waiting on, honestly. What's I gonna say? I would have loved to have gone to the event they're holding. They're like doing some event. They're in Texas somewhere, but they're doing some big event, like for the launch or to celebrate the launch or something. I gotta be honest, man. I would love to have gone to that. If I'd have been closer, I'd have definitely done it. 100%.
I am overburdened.
What the hell? Oh, I do need to stash that since that's part of my...
Good evening.
I need to get that offhand. I need 2 more levels. These archers always eat me up though. Can't leech off these skellies. It's a problem. First world problems, Liam. First world problems. Hey, if you got the space to get away from it, it's a good power move. I mean, you just gotta, man. Sometimes you just gotta. Oh, we both agreed. It wasn't like I was like, "You get out." We were like, "Yeah, we need to be in separate rooms." Oh, and it was also a temperature thing too. Like, she has to be freezing ass cold. And I like it a little warmer. Woody, what's up, buddy? No, dude, we got a Templars. Unfortunately. We're getting the Horker ready now. Gonna play this up until season launch on Friday. Eric, if she had her way, she would set the AC on 68. A lamp? Oh, are y'all gonna stream it? Rofo, it's on pickup. Like, all I have to do is ID it. So yeah, I don't have to go through the whole checking my list stuff. It's a nice tracker. I like it a lot. And it gives a nice loud ding notification if we hit. But Matt, what's up, brother? 68's cold, man. Nice, Woody. I hear you, man. Sometimes that's just what you got to do, man. It's gonna be an all-night thing. y'all gonna be like reliving your teenage years and stay up all night playing. God dang it. That is what y'all should do, though. Make the wives roll their eyes. There you go. There you go. Sounds like a good time, man. Are y'all gonna play D2, or are you gonna? Because it is season launch. Or y'all gonna go full on do the Call of Duty stuff? Woody, we're full into working on getting the full level built, because what we want to do is
I know much.
get it to where we could pull people in and do like a full playthrough and get and feel out how it is. So I'm
Good day.
like, I've started at the top, and I'm 3 floors down, or I'm about to start the 3rd down. And one of the other guys started at the bottom. He's finished like the sub area where everybody spawns, and he's working on the first big floor.
Not
So
in town.
our
Not in
plan
town.
is to get it to where we can have like a closed alpha type test where we could just get a bunch of people in, like a full amount, and just play through it and find out where the issues are, what we need to tweak as far as layout, that kind of thing. So that's what we're doing right now. I just did a design on some of the UI that we're going to put out on socials probably this week. So it's still going, man. We're still pushing hard on it. We got some feedback on the trailer. There was some negativity, but it was to be expected. And so we're working on a lot of aspects that, so like the next thing we put out is going to be really good, really look good. But we also got a bunch of email signups from the test run we did on the advertising, which was pretty cool, actually. I feel like stuff's already dying really slow. I think I have it on Players 1. Yeah, I do. No, Rofo, well, for the initial playthrough, I'm going to run Blaze Sork. We're not doing. We're going with the farmers this time. I will say this, JW. Yeah, font choice was part of the conversation. There was a lot of things in hindsight we should have tweaked, but I mean, I think it went okay considering, you know, we're a bunch of amateurs when it comes to game making. But I still think like our concept is solid. So we're addressing those types of things as we get feedback. So, like when I debuted the trailer on stream, we must have gone over like nitpicking it for like an hour, just talking about different aspects that we might change on it. Because that's what we need most, is just feedback from everybody. That like helps us the most. And in hindsight, we probably focused on some of the wrong things in the trailer. We should have like spelled out the concepts more. But we're working on that now, as far as getting that information out there. Because I think that's going to be the biggest selling point of the game, is like it's not going to be any shooter out there. So hopefully we can get that across with our next media stuff. Like the UI stuff that I worked on and we're putting out here in a little bit specifically hints at how the looting system is actually, like, there's no gun grind, there's a looting system. And I think that's such a new concept for just straight FPS players that it might generate some curiosity. Because like this community, like the people that play ARPGs, the looting systems are kind of a given, right? But in the shooter game, the looting system's not a given. It's a gun grind. So showing that that's going to be a different aspect of what we're doing, I think could potentially generate a lot of curiosity. This is taking entirely too long to get through this sewer. Oh yeah, for sure. Like when I first started making videos, I had to make sure to track down the font for the D2. If you look at a lot of my old titles or like my first videos, I think I used it pretty far into the video making. I used the iconic D2 font. Yes. And it's funny, right? Because I mean, it stands out and it's associated with the game. Because I want to say the first couple of videos I made, I just used like some generic font and it just didn't look good. But from there, I tracked the font down, and that's what I used. All right, we gotta get to him and burn him down. Fanaticism's not helping.
We live again.
Need an amp proc and we're gold. There we go.
I've just about had my fill of the Walking Dead.
Alright, I'm gonna try and
It
run
is an
most
honor
of
to
this
serve
from
you.
here.
But you...
Alright. 2 more levels. Get that speed burst. You mean that style font? Yeah. Exocet was the one I used. Now I'm gonna get surrounded. Don't need to do that. There we go. Alright, now we need to find waypoint. There's maggot layer. There's waypoint. Alright. Can't get much harder or easier than that. Why am I not hitting? There we go. No. Ooh. That was almost bad. Nice. Actually, Mehmet, that's actually a really good idea. Yeah, just like blast right through them. That way you don't get caught stuck. I like that one. I haven't decided. I'm pretty sure, like I'm probably gonna run. Like I don't like Zerker builds. I mean they're okay. I think I'm gonna end up running like a Whirlwind build for farming. I just always liked it more. Like once I get this guy up and running, what I plan on doing, I got the runes. Or the base to make like an unbending will. I'll look to see what else I can make, like the low tier weapons at the beginning, and just trap farm until maybe I could pop a low rune and make my grief from there. But I'm just gonna do it on a Whirlwind barb. Like right here, these fizzy mutants, so I gotta get the amp proc for this to work. So there you go. But yeah, I could just Whirlwind through if I had that. Get lucky with those procs. A Lacerator would actually been good for the playthrough. I don't like running Lacerator because of the fear proc on Travancore, but for the playthrough, I mean, I don't have a problem with that at all. Still hadn't popped one of those though. I could definitely see that. That's a good call on the Whirlwind though. Yeah, because you could just go through the mobs. Like my evolution of character starts like when I started playing like MMO, ARPG, like World of Warcraft, Diablo, all that. My first character was always an archer type character. Like in this case, Amazon. But like World of Warcraft, my first character was a hunter. In D3, I think I started with the rogue. I eventually moved away from that and started playing more sorceress type characters, but I've even evolved from that now to where like I prefer like a barbarian style now. Like I've even evolved one step further as far as like character starts. We gotta kill some of this stuff in here. feel like that shot's going all the way through. I need to be a little more out of the entrance. I know I should just run in and grab the thing, but I want to kill everything.
Good morning.
Alright, now we just run again. Have y'all seen the latest nonsense Activision's done with a modder? It's pretty bad stuff. They, oh, don't get stuck in that. Jesus Christ. I guess we'll have to kill some of this. I can't even run, there's so much stuff in here. Oh, it's, dude, it's bad. Like, so, there's this mod team, and this is through an old version of Call of Duty. They come up with a mod to relaunch, well, playing an older version of Call of Duty, like mainly, specifically, Modern Warfare 2 was the title that they were doing a mod for. And basically how it is, there's a version, I think it's called Call of Duty Remastered, that's, or MW2 Remastered or something like that, that's put out by Activision, but it's not safe to play because of the hackers and stuff. They've figured out ways to steal your information through the game. It's not a safe game to play. So these modders came up with a mod that updates the, oh my god, can't get through there, that updates the code so that it's safe to play. They remastered or redid the movement, bunch of stuff. It's a modded version, and they made it so that you still had to buy the remastered version from Activision. So they're not making money off of it. They're not selling it. You have to buy Call of Duty's version to play the mod. You have to. It requires a purchased copy. This is all through Steam. And so this mod's about to come out. There was streamers play testing it. It was looking good. I mean, big streamers like Tim Tatman was play testing it. There's a lot of hype going on about this mod coming out because you'll be able to play the old Call of Duty with the old maps. Oh, it's way worse than maybe you would even expect. So this mod was about to drop on Steam. Free. You didn't have to pay for the mod. And Activision even put their remastered copy on sale. It's not really a hype. They didn't outright say it, but like a couple weeks before this mod's coming out, Activision put it up for sale, or put their game remastered version up for sale that you had to have to play the mod. And then I want to say 2 days before the mod comes out, Activision hits the mod company with a cease and desist and tells them that they cannot put the mod out and play their remastered version with the mod. So and these people spent 2 years putting this mod together. Activision spun up this sale price for their remastered version in conjunction with the hype for this mod coming out, and then right before the mod comes out, Activision says, no, actually you can't put this mod out. And their version of the game that you have to play with the mod is unplayable. So people went on Steam and bought that mod, that version of their game, and then Activision told them they couldn't release the mod. So now these people they bought a copy of the remastered MW2 that's not playable. It's just so bad. It's so bad. All the OG Call of Duty players are up in arms about Activision pulling this one, because everybody was kind of hyped to play it. This mod didn't have a store. I honestly don't know how they will recoup any time spent put into the game. But they knew Activision would lose their mind if they had like a store or were selling copies of something like that. Eric, it's crazy. People are so mad about Activision doing this because there's a lot of players that loved playing the old maps. I mean, there's just a huge hype behind the old maps and the old Call of Duty, the even like the UI and the matchmaking, all that stuff. People loved that old game. I loved it. MW2 and 3 were my favorite Call of Duties by far. It's not even close. And they just did that to this mod company. Oh wait, I can equip that other offhand now. It's so bad. It's so bad. Where's it at? Nice. There we go. Now we got a little better offhand. I don't think there was anything else I was looking to equip now. I think that was it. So yeah. That was just Friday? Thursday or Friday last week. Yeah, it's nuts.
They s-
But I mean, I'd sworn off giving Activision any more of my money. Like they got another Call of Duty coming out, the Black Ops 6, I think. And I'm not. I didn't buy the last one. I'm not buying this one. I just refuse to give them any more cash. Like D4, like X Pack or whatever comes out next, I'm not buying it. I refuse to give that company any more money. If they did some monetization in this game, I might consider it. But any of their new IPs or new stuff that they would drop, it's just not happening. I think it's just out of range. I think I'm screwed. Oh, I had a rejuve left. Oh, that's so bad. I let myself get in that corner. Eric, I don't know that they have a reputation to protect at this point. I think that I don't know, man. I can't wrap my minds around it. Some bean counter somewhere was like, they're about to put out a mod on one of our games that we're going to make money on. Then they're not, but let's get them anyways. It's just wild. I don't know, dude. I don't know. None of it makes any sense to me. I don't know if I can retrieve my body. We might actually have to.
Now,
It's some pretty wild stuff. I can't believe that one. Like, the community, like the Call of Duty community, especially like a lot of the OG players are they're just pitching a fit. But I don't know why I don't know I can't understand the reasoning behind it, because none of it makes sense to me. Because they lose. Somebody made the argument that maybe they were thinking, like with their new game coming out, the player base would get split or something. That's the only thing people could come up with that maybe makes sense. I'm gonna die again. No, what are you doing, man? Holy crap, why is there so much stuff? I don't, dude, that's what I'm saying. None of it makes sense to me. I can't wrap my head around any kind of logical thought behind that process. I just doesn't, I don't understand. Because, I mean, it's free publicity. Yeah. It doesn't. It doesn't pass the smell test, put it that way. But how many times have we said that? I could kind of see it, maybe, but I feel like that's. I don't know that that player base that would go back to that old game would play the new one. And you still sell copies of that remaster that you created that nobody bought initially. Well, yeah, that's the other part that really ticked people off, was the fact that they went after the hype to make money off of the game that doesn't work by itself, and then shut it down before the game come out. That like really got people going. Alright, let's not trap ourselves this time. We'll put a safety TB down.
The sun has never shone here.
And from what I've seen about the new Black Ops, it's supposed to, it's the hype is that it's actually looking pretty decent, but I mean, if there's one thing Activision's good at, is hype, and getting people excited about a new game drop. They're experts in that. Potentially, I mean, I could kind of see the argument, but then, if that's the case, wouldn't they still buy it when the new game dropped? I don't know if it technically would split the audience. If they bought like the remaster like last week, say for instance, right? Expecting to play the old version. The Black Ops, I think, drops in October. I think that same core audience would still buy the one in October, like you're saying. Smoking, I gotta be honest with you, I don't know that I would until I saw it drop. I don't know that I would buy a D5 at this point with the way D4 went until I saw it. I wouldn't buy it on day one. I don't know that I would. I mean, I think there is a growing portion of Activision's core base that's falling off or shrinking a little bit. Because, like, they got their X-Pack coming out. I won't buy it. I'm not going to give them any more money. Well, let me caveat that. I would still approach it the same way. I'd look to see what it looked like on launch, on drop day, and if it looks like they actually did like a really great job, I probably would. But I'm not that gung ho like buy their product when it drops now. I just can't see myself doing it. Because I used to be super Blizzard fanboy, 100%. I was a huge Blizzard fanboy. back in the day when they were at their peak, I mean, I was huge on Blizzard stuff, but it was rightly deserved, right? I mean, because they put out great product over and over and over again. And I can't say that that's the case now. No, let's get out of there. There's still stuff in there. I just can't see them. And I mean, and Microsoft owns them, and maybe they'll change their ways, but like, I feel like for the most part, Activision's still kind of running like they always did. And maybe Microsoft's going to change that perception, because they got to be aware of how bad Activision's reputation has become.
It is good to know that the sun shines once again.
Yeah, kind of. Because, yeah, it's taken them that long year to get D4 to a good state, or a better state.
The Viper.
I mean, I haven't played it, but I feel like it's probably decent now. I mean, hearing a lot of people going back and playing it. So, yeah. Well, I probably wouldn't smoking. I never played any of the GTA games. Now, granted, there's going to be a lot of people that do, but I won't be like on launch day. I might look at it and see how it plays, or see what the hype is and how. Oh, I need to talk to Trogdon.
I've heard.
But I will say this: it'll probably break all kind of records on launch. 100%. 100%. It will break like probably every gaming record on launch. I'd be curious to see what kind of numbers it has on Twitch, like viewership. Because like GTA 5 is like always top 5 streamed game on Twitch. Always. It's always in the top 5. So you can imagine how GTA 6 is probably going to be. But I never played 5. I never played any of them. I mean, honestly, I don't know that much about the game. I feel like, to me, in my head, the game evolves around like you being a bad guy running around slapping prostitutes and stealing cars. That's in my head what the game is about. I actually have no clue. Now, will I try it and play it if if the hype is legit? Yeah, probably. When's the release? I think it's announced for 2025 or next year, right? That's your IR. I hear you, Chuck. No, I think Chuck might be referring to the slapping prostitutes and stealing cars part. I could be wrong. He might have meant the law enforcement part. Like, I've never even watched anybody stream the game. Because it's multiplayer, right? It's like almost like an MMO. It's like a bunch of people online on a server, right? Wow, I'm getting smoked. That's a dangerous archer over there. I don't know why I'm challenging this. Yeah, I can't imagine what the hype is going to be for that game when it gets close to launch. Oh, you're in SoCal? Okay. you literally are, yeah, you're IRL in that game, man. Because I want to say the budget for this game, this is like the first game budgeted for more than $1 billion or something wild. For development, so you can imagine what they're going to sink into, advertising for it when it's getting close to launch. It's going to be on mainstream TV commercials. It's going to be on everything. Why are y'all hanging back? Dude, I mean, there is a storyline, right? I'm assuming there's a lore for the game. I mean, they're on 6. So there's a storyline for it.
One could get lost.
Well, that's
in
true.
here.
I can't imagine, dude. I have a feeling it's gonna be a pretty wild ride when it comes to the hype around the game when it's about to drop. It's gonna get crazy. There we go. I have to try and leave this. Too much stuff. Round it all up. Don't look like the Dragonborn. I don't understand. Isn't that a game? Isn't Dragonborn a game? Sorry, Edgar, I might be missing a reference. It's just going over my head. No, I've never enjoyed those type of single player type of games like Bloodborne, Skyrim. I just never got into them. I just never have. Yeah, Chuck. Anything single player offline, like I got my Grail thing running. I've actually checked off a couple of things on this one.
I can't.
Why can I not? As long as it's single player, I consider it part of the Grail stuff.
I need mana.
I might have to run all of this. Oh, this is bad.
I can't. I can't.
Oh, I think I got a point in leap attack action. I should be using that instead of regular leap. This is so stupid. This is so dumb. There's just too much stuff here. Everything's a freaking champ pack.
Not enough mana.
Alright. Killing some of it. I don't want to get trapped in case what's-his-face is up there. Summoner's up there. I need to clear some of this behind me. Ah, damn it.
Not enough mana. Impossible.
This is so stupid. Need an amp proc. Oh, a couple of them. There we go.
I need mana.
No. God, this is so crazy.
I need mana.
There we go.
Not enough mana.
Gotta kill it all, man. Gotta kill it all. I need to get all my potions picked up now.
Not enough mana.
Oh, you asshole. Now it's a mission. I have to kill it. It's the last one. I have to kill it. See? We had to do it. It's not bad. My gear's not great. It's actually, to me, kind of a fun build. It's definitely not it's not the strongest build, that's for sure. Oops. Yeah, Chuck, I mean, the ghosts are a good place to farm runes for sure. And with some builds, you could really tear this place up. Like the Blaze Sork is actually amazing for farming this. Because when you getting them to chase you and you're just running the fire behind you, I mean, all of them die on the platform. So that's kind of what you want to begin with farming those ghosts.
I need a key.
The only thing with foe is having those deaths off platform, because you want those ghosts to die where you can get their loot. And if you're hitting them with foe, there's a good chance you'll kill them off the platform and you don't get anything for it. That's why I like actually using like Sork lightning, not chain lightning, but lightning just down the line. And just from playing around with it with the Blaze Sork, it's crazy how good that. I mean, weird take, but it might actually be the best way to farm those ghosts. Why are you standing there? This might be a bad idea. Let's regen some hell. It's just Enigma with shorter jumps. Oh, this is gonna suck.
Oh, I hate staining my hands with the blood of foul sorcerers.
Oh, I hit him. I just randomly fired up there. That's funny.
I need a key.
Eric, you like messed me up with that, dude. I'm actually looking forward to trying doing the playthrough with that. I think it's gonna be fun. I don't remember where that one is. I think it's on this side. Whoa, calm down. I can't even look at the damn things. That's it, isn't it? Didn't I? Yeah. I think that's the one I went in. I know. It just sounded stupid to me. Just plain simple. It just didn't look like a fun build, and it's actually shockingly good. How am I not hitting that guy? It looks like it's stuck in the wall. Alright, that dude's gonna be annoying. He's stuck in that corner. Well, yeah, because the gems on the ghost, or like the ghost loot table includes like the gems and scrolls and jewelry. So yeah, it is an increased gem drop for sure. Charms. What else? And runes. Am I hitting that damn thing? There it goes. I feel like I'm hitting that. Oh, there he goes. There's too many. I need to take it off a leap and put on leap attack. Get out of here. Thank you, Jesus. Alright, so let's do this. Alright, we need to put it on leap attack. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I know, man. It's kind of a troll. Something else resonant. I am kind of concerned. I still hadn't gotten an Alibaba to drop. I thought I'd had one in pocket by now. I'm trying to hit him. Alright, we're just gonna have to go.
can't.
Getting kind of hungry. We must be getting close. Yeah, Chuck, I have that one on right now, and it's working great. Actually, it's the damage on it is really nice. My offhand's a little weak, but yeah, definitely rocking that thing. Jesus, my AR's feeling a little weak. Yeah, I got the up scalper on. Damage is okay. I think in comparison though, I don't know, that glaive just is so fast. But we're what are we looking at here? See, our attack rating is 10,000. So that puts us at 82% on the skellies. So it's going to drop probably like 70-ish on Duriel. Did I make it? Yeah. Yeah, Chuck, it rolled super nice because of the ED plus IAS is always like a good start. You need those minimum. But then it rolled AR, which is cool. The max damage is kind of an end, but it's not a bad stat. And then life leech on it. It's crazy. It's better than any rare I've found online, by far. I haven't found one this good. The only thing that could have made this like GG is E-Rep. Or, yeah, it's still E-Rep, right? Replenish. So, if it had rolled that, then it'd have been like probably upper end of 400 plus damage. Like top end, it'd have been like 450 plus. It's solid for sure. Alright, let's see how Duriel goes. Let's go ahead. We got 6 scrolls.
Looking for Bill.
Let's see if I face tank him. Yeah, it's not gonna fly. He jumps so far with attack. The damage is there. Yeah, we're gonna have to kite him though. Alright, that amp is nice. That's a good hit. You know what I should do though for playthrough? I didn't even think about it. I don't need to be wearing the IK helm. Well, the bonus is nice though. The attack or the... I'll have to check that. I have an Aureus. I found an Aureus, so maybe I should be rocking that. pretty sure I have this. Yep, got that. Burned all my pots, but we got him. Holy freeze aura is so OP.
I have failed. Diablo has freed his accursed brother. The world remains at their mercy.
I thank you that you have done. Hello.
Greetings, Jer. Good day.
Greetings. Welcome.
I should be able to finish this guy up tonight. My plan is to start horking and farming tomorrow. We got our
Hello.
season start on February, Jesus, man, Friday. So I'm gonna plan on running Grail until Friday, and then we're gonna go into the season with a Sork. So, yeah, it's way better than listening to the Assassin. The Assassin is annoying to hear. So I'll probably be start my Trav running tomorrow. Whether I do it with Throw or switch to Whirlwind, because I can make an Unbending Will. I have the base for that. So I might make it start up Whirlwind. We'll see. I might play a little Throw at the beginning in because I did Trav with Throw Barb for a pretty good while till I got the items. I'll probably switch to a Tal Armor. I do have a not Duriel. I have a Scolders. I could potentially throw that on him. I don't know. But I might switch out for the playthrough. I might take this out. What do we lose? I still have the IAS. So I just loot. No, I still have the Magic Find. What am I missing? Because I don't have anything here. Okay, I get the Life Leech. I lose Life Leech if I switch helmets, but Arias has Life Leech on it, so. We make the grief. I already have a base. I picked up a 5-socket base early on, so if I get a low drop, immediate grief, we go into that straight away. So we just need the low rune, of course. I have gotten a low rune in a playthrough in, I want to say it was Ancient's Way, maybe. I got one in Act 5. I got a low rune before I even finished a playthrough once. Pretty rare, but it does happen. I got a rune off of my Nightmare Forge, so I'll be curious to see what we pull on the Hell Forge. But that'll be tomorrow. I might finish the playthrough tonight. I don't know. It depends on what I got going on tonight. I need to work on the game a little bit, so. Oh, that's right, you did. I got the base. Like, I got a 5-socket base. Where's my bases at? So I picked up this for my Unbending Will, which is a crazy. I'd have loved that roll 5-socket, but we'll make an Unbending Will in it. It's a good early farming weapon until we get Grief made. So I'll make an Unbending Will in that, and I do have a 5-socket phase for my Grief if we get a low rune to drop. So I do have actually the bases all ready to go. So we'll see. But that's we'll be doing that tomorrow. I'll be starting my horking Trav farming tomorrow. In fact, if I get the playthrough done, I'm not even going to start. We're going to do our first Trav run on stream. Because, you know, D2 players aren't superstitious at all. So that's planned for tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off, grab some dinner. I will catch you guys tomorrow.